Namaste, Gustavo Castañer here from ourcalibration.com, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the analogical state of mind. What is it? What happens to us when we go into such a state, and the effects it has on our awareness, on our state of being, and our reality. So when we go into an analogical state of mind, our mind goes into no time. Time vanishes, and whatever thought we have in that moment, the frequency of the thought charges that experience. And what actually happens is that we are in such an altered state of mind that we are able to fracture off parts of our soul into soul fragments. And we do this mostly unconsciously. So many of you are aware that we have what are called 7 embodied chakras, or 7 wheels that have different types of frequencies. So what happens is that when we go into an analogical state, the frequency of the thought will usually match one of our 7 chakras. And that is when, for example, when I do a session and I'm going to clear an analogical state for someone, well, depending on the chakra, we're going to have different issues. So let me give you an example. Let's say this young guy buys a new car, has no insurance, and he just gets the car from the dealer and he's pumped up and he goes for a drive. He's driving really fast, and all of a sudden it starts to rain, and before he knows it, he's speeding up, sliding his car, and in that moment where he's about to crash, he says, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." Right there, he goes analogical with the thought, "I'm gonna die." He has the fear of dying, so the emotion along with the thought charges that soul fragment, okay? And he fragments as part of his soul, and it goes to the frequency of the first chakra where issues of survival and fear are located. Then he goes unconscious, he wakes up in the hospital with huge pain in his body. I mean huge, like every bone of his body hurts. And he goes analogical again with the thought, "Gosh, I cannot live with this pain." Bam, right there he goes analogical with the thought, "I cannot live with this pain," has the emotion of pain, and now the soul fragment goes into the frequency of the second chakra. That's where it's located now. And if we go to the second chakra, we have now a soul fragment, an identity that is constantly saying, "I cannot live with this pain. I can't live with this pain. I can't live with this pain." So he's there in the hospital, feeling the pain, and then they tell him, "Well, you actually didn't crash one car, you crashed a total of 7 cars." And he has no insurance, he has to pay for all the cars, and instantly he goes analogical with the thought, "Oh my God, I don't have any money." Bam! Once again, he goes analogical with that thought, and the frequency and the emotion of that thought is related to abundance. And abundance issues are also found along with pain in the second chakra. So now he'll have a soul fragment, an identity related to abundance that is constantly saying, projecting subconsciously, "Oh my God, I don't have money. Oh my God, I don't have money." Now remember, when we go analogical, this is at the quantum potential. So this is at a very deep level of awareness. So in order to transmute this, you have to go equally as deep. So if you are going to go analogical, or if you went analogical, then you require a very deep level of awareness to change that and transmute that. No level of affirmations or wishful thinking is going to change that. So right now he's there, thinking, "I have no money, I crash my car, my new car, I crash other people's car, maybe they're in trouble, and he's going analogical with the thought, I'm so stupid. He's diminishing himself. And that analogical thought fractures off the soul part of himself, and now the soul fragment with the thought, I'm so stupid, I'm not worth it, or I'm such a moron. It goes into the frequency of the third chakra, where issues of low self-esteem are held, along with power and control issues. But with this thought, it goes to self-esteem, low self-esteem. And now, in the third chakra, we can find a soul fragment, an identity, a personality with low self-esteem, with the thought, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid. Well, a couple of days pass, he's a mess, he doesn't know what to do, he's all depressed, and he has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend doesn't know what to do with him anymore. He's just like in the victim persona, and his girlfriend cannot take him anymore, and says, baby, I'm sorry, I love you, but I'm gonna leave you. Right there, he goes analogical with the thought, she abandoned me. Boom. Heart chakra, soul fragment with the thought, she abandoned me. So this just gives you an example of how many ways we can go analogical and with how many frequencies through our 7 chakras. For example, if you start saying, oh my God, why have you done this to me, God? Why are you punishing me? He's going analogical with the thought, God is punishing me. Then he's going to fracture a soul part of himself, and that's going to locate on the 7th chakra, where there are issues related to God. And the 6th chakra, issues to perception. 5th chakra, issues to speaking one's own truth, and so on and so forth. So this is quite of an intense example, but it just gives you a range and a perception of how many different ways we can go analogical, and how it can change and have effect on our reality. Now, some people for sure have gone through many of those experiences, and some people go analogical once or twice or even 10 times a day, and they're continually fracturing off their soul, creating identities, and now you have all these different types of personality in your subconscious. One saying, oh God, I have no money, I cannot live with this pain, she abandoned me, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And that frequency projects from your field and attracts you to different people, places, time, things, and events. So now, let's say he goes to another relationship, and he's going to be projecting the thought, she abandoned me, and he's going to attract another girl that is going to abandon him. Because he went analogical with that thought. He created an identity. He has that very dense energy in his field. So what we do in our sessions at auricalibration.com is that we connect to your higher self, and your higher self shows us the highest priority analogical moments in your past where you created its personality and fragmented your soul. And using high frequency scalar wave programs or sacred geometry codes known as the codes of awe, we can transmute the energy of that analogical moment, basically take off the charge, because all those soul fragments are polarized, so we just transmute that polarized energy. It goes back to the void of nothing, and you can let go of that experience, and then you receive a new download of new course, new templates, and new soul programming from your higher self, so you can move on with the new pearls of wisdom and golden nuggets that your higher self sends you from that experience, so you can grow, you can learn. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned in to my channel. Much love to you all.